to Inside the Logic. I'm your host, Mindful G, and today's episode is kind of personal to me because I was telling everyone a story about me that I didn't believe. But I rewrote my story by being honest with myself. So, let me ask you something real. What's the story you tell yourself when nobody's around? Not the one you post, not the one you say out loud, the one in your head. Because we all got one. That inner narrator that explains everything. This always happens to me. I'm just not that kind of person. I knew it wouldn't work. And that voice, oh, it's confident too. And wrong sometimes, but confident. So, some of us walk around with a whole documentary in our head, but narrated by doubt. But here's the part that really hits. What if the story you've been telling yourself is the reason you're stuck? Not your circumstances, not your past, not even other people, but the meaning you gave those things. Because let's keep it 100. Life happens, but the story you tell about it, now that's where the power lives. So today, we're talking about rewriting the story you tell yourself. Not ignoring reality, but changing the way you interpret it. Let's talk. Okay, all right. Most of our stories, we didn't consciously choose them. We inherited them from childhood experiences, family beliefs, past failures, relationships, or our environments. You know, you fail once. Now the story is, I'm not good at this. You get hurt. Now the story is, people can't be trusted. You get overlooked. Now the story is, I'm not enough. Now, one moment turns into a belief, and that belief turns into a pattern. See, your brain doesn't say, this happened one time. It says, oh, this is who we are now? Okay, now, this could be a debatable question. Are your beliefs based on truth or repetition? See, just because something feels true doesn't mean it is. Your brain isn't designed to make you happy. It's designed to make you feel familiar. It wants patterns, predictability, safety. So if you've been telling yourself, I'm bad at relationships, I can't stay consistent, I always mess things up, your brain goes, got it. Let's prove that again. And you don't just think your thoughts, you reinforce them. Now, do you recall that moment when you started noticing only what supports your story and ignoring everything that contradicts it? Hey, you ever had one bad experience and now you're the spokesperson for failure? Come on now, be honest with yourself. All right, here's where a lot of us get uncomfortable because some of us keep negative stories because they're, convenient. If you believe I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, I'm not that person, then you don't have to try. You don't have to risk. You don't have to fail again. You don't have to be, hey, uncomfortable. Now, having said that, is your story protecting you or limiting you? Because a limiting belief doesn't just hold you back, it gives you a reason not to move forward. And a lot of us are not stuck. We're just convinced that we have a good excuse, right? Now, before y'all go crazy, let me be clear. Rewriting your story isn't about delusion. It's not, I'm amazing at everything. I never fail. I got it all figured out. Because your brain will reject that immediately. See, rewriting your story is about changing the meaning and not ignoring the facts. Let me give you a few examples. Okay, old story. I failed, so I'm not capable. New story. I failed, so now I know what doesn't work. Old story. I got hurt, so I can't trust anyone. New story. I got hurt, so I need better boundaries. Same experience, different interpretation, different outcome. You didn't fail. You just got a very detailed tutorial. Okay? And here's the key most people miss. You don't rewrite the story with words. You rewrite it with evidence. Okay? You say, I'm becoming disciplined. Now you need actions to back that up. And remember, small wins matter. Showing up, finishing something, keeping a promise to yourself. Because your brain only believes what it sees repeatedly. Y'all agree? Let me know in the comments. Okay, confidence comes from proof. And proof comes from consistency. You can't convince your brain you're disciplined while hitting the snooze button 6 times. Pop, 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 pop. So maybe the story you've been telling yourself, hey, it made sense for a time. Maybe it protected you. Maybe it explained things. Maybe it helped you survive the moment. But survival stories don't always lead to growth. So listen, at some point, you must decide, am I still living in that chapter? Or am I ready to write a new one? Because the past may have written the first draft, but it doesn't have to write the ending. Remember, you're not stuck in your life. You're just stuck in the story you keep repeating. So in closing, always remember, we spend so much time arguing opinions, but rarely ask ourselves why we think the way we do. And that's what Inside the Logic is really about. Not proving a point, but finding one. Because every belief, every habit, every decision has a blueprint hiding underneath it. Maybe the question isn't who's right. Maybe it's what built your logic in the first place. So before you close this episode, sit with that thought for a second. Are you living your logic or just repeating someone else's? Thanks for tuning in. And remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm Mindful G, and this is Inside the Logic, where we don't tell you what to think, we just ask why you think it. Until the next time, peace.